Deeptosh Majumdar, is that really possible, what Jyotirmoy is suggesting? Because at the end of the day, the difference between the BJP and Congress has always been this. And many BJP leaders take great pride in it, that post-successive defeats, the Congress party has always split, the BJP has always stayed as one big united family, despite all the differences.
I think I differ with him on the use of the word split. It is to avoid splitting that the BJP has taken the safest route out, and which is buying time. What has the Chintan Baitak achieved? Postponed the formulation to September, formulation of policies, formulation of new ways of looking at leadership. It has postponed everything till September. It may be postponed beyond. What Swapan said is use the word transition. We know that its transition will not come sooner, it will come later. Because there are two major broad difficulties within the BJP today. Right. One is identifying itself, whether, as Jyotirmoy pointed out, whether it will take in the old Hindutva or move to the path of cultural nationalism, which an urban audience is waiting to hear from the BJP, right. or whether the succession story would be neatly resolved.
But tell me one thing, honestly, Deeptosh. Party President Rajnath Singh, for instance, at his press conference was trying to suggest that the BJP is still committed to cultural nationalism. BJP is still committed to Hindutva. BJP is committed to integral humanism. Does the modern day Indian really understand the language that the BJP is communicating in?
I think we are all taking it for granted that the modern day Indian urban audience especially has a defined attitude towards right-wing politics. It has not yet been fully decided. And it's safest for the BJP not to define it too much. Maybe have a broad definition of sorts, but not go in for a impractical, this is cultural nationalism and this is Hindutva. Because the BJP is voted by the likes of the Varun Gandhi hate speech.
And also the fact that
audience.
Maybe the entire notion of who is a modern day Hindu is also changing, because the modern day Hindu is not the kind of Hindu who was perhaps targeted by L.K. Advani when he went.
The BJP should realize that the situation is very fluid now and quite different from the 90s. It is in a transitional phase.
But while it is in a transitional phase, Swapan Dasgupta, what I want to know is, has the BJP got too used to the idea of having, say, someone like a Pitama? We often talk about this entire Advani, the Atal Advani era. Has the BJP really got so used, to be getting governed and being dictated by the likes of Atal Bihari Vajpayee that now there is no Vajpayee, the party is struggling and there is no leader whose word can be taken as a final word?
Well, these are phases which the party goes through. But I think to respond to one of the questions which Jyotirmoy raised, and I think this is important. I mean, he's suggesting an out-and-out split between those who believe in the supremacy and hegemony of the RSS and between the others who believe in moderately what can be called a center-right nationalist party. Now, it's always possible, in a theoretical sense, such a split to take place. I think the more important question really is that there are certain sections of the BJP which believe that the RSS is the majority stakeholder of the party. Whereas there are others who believe the RSS is an important element, but they are one of the various inputs that go into the party. That whereas the RSS has an important role in terms of organization, in terms of electoral politics, in terms of mass appeal, it's really the other elements who have very little connection with the RSS who actually make the difference between being a broad church party and being reduced to a sect.
Okay.
And I think really it's that which is coming into the focus.
It's just a cue for us to slip into a short break, because after the break we'll look at that question a little more in detail. What Swapan Dasgupta there is pointing out. Has the BJP, at the end of the day, at least as of today, seemingly surrendered to the RSS? What does the RSS chief mean when he suggests that the BJP must have a president who satisfies some basic parameters? What are those basic parameters? What are those principles? On the other side of the break.